Sports Doctor, time to give out some kudos. First, kudos to Duane, Maranda, and Dave Cornish, who put together the Passing League and the Summer Basketball League, respectively, for what turned out to be highly entertaining and highly competitive summertime fun for those high school athletes.
Yeah, I mean, Duane did a heck of a job this year getting into London High School. The Passing League, I believe they had 16 different schools down there. 16 different schools represented from Plainfield all the way to New London, Stonington to NFA. What a great, I mean, my big thing is seeing the kids compete at the field. And Casey, these passing leagues got more fans sometimes than some of the high school games themselves. It was crazy. And Dave Cornish, another outstanding job down at Gales Ferry Middle School with the Basketball Summer League. 8 teams all the way from Valley Regional to Ledyard to Old Lyme to Stonington and to Waterford and Mikey Pacetto, but just some great things happening.
If you haven't seen the Sports Doctor trying to run the wheel route, check it out, because that Passing League provided the Sports Doctor with some old-time glory. And if you didn't see the video of Mikey Pacetto stepping up and draining the game-winning 3 in the championship of the Summer Basketball League, things to come from game day in the basketball season.
And you can't tell those kids that doesn't matter. I know from a coaching standpoint and from a scheming standpoint and a competition standpoint, maybe it's summer league, but Mikey Pacetto and the kids in the Passing League will carry that with them into the season, a little bit of bragging rights there.
And J.J. Brennan, for those of you who are looking for a name to watch moving forward, and if you're curious about who his parenting is, go find out who his mom and his dad are. 2 very good athletes, and that lineage is there in Waterford as a backcourt mate to Mikey Pacetto. Sports Doctor, kudos to the Venezuelan Little League team. I don't know if you've seen it, but if you haven't, you need to go out. I said here on this show that the Little League World Series is the best of the World Series because the kids don't care about all of the nonsense of professionalism. It's just the love of baseball. Well, in a game, an elimination game against the Dominican Republic, the Dominican pitcher gave up a walk-off triple in the bottom of the last inning to Venezuela. And as the Venezuelan team celebrated, the pitcher from the Dominican collapsed on the mound in tears. He's a 12-year-old kid. He just got his team eliminated from the Little League World Series. Probably thinks there's nothing that's ever going to be worse than that. And what happened next can only happen in the world of sports and in Little League. The Venezuelan coaches went out and were the first to pick up this Dominican kid and hug him and make him know that it's just Little League. You're going to have great things ahead of you. And then one by one, the Venezuelan Little Leaguers, these 11, 12, and 13-year-old kids, came over and hugged their counterpart from the Dominican and let him know that he was not alone in this and they were all part of a family. Sportsmanship like I've never seen it.
See, I know you love this kind of stuff. Now, I was a guy that was taking a nap during the solar eclipse, so obviously I didn't see this, but I'll take your word for it. And this is the reason why you love the Little League World Series. You love everybody coming together. You have a son that plays Little League.
I do. And I have good friends who go to the Little League World Series every year. They have for years. And until you experience it, Williamsport has become event. It's one of those must-see events. It's like the Kentucky Derby now.
Is that overblown? Is that overhyped?
No, the complex in Williamsport is unbelievable. I mean, they just had the Pirates and the Cardinals play there. I loved the connection that they made this year between the pros and the kids. I mean, if you're a kid, it's everything with these pros are there. And you look at the pros, they become little kids all over again. The complex is amazing. It's great. It's really well run. And these kids are so good. They are so good. The plays they make now.
6-4-3 double play.
Oh my gosh, kids diving in the outfield. Kid robbed the home run, flipped over the fence.
I did, that one I did see.
I mean, it's unbelievable. So kudos to Venezuela, though, for reminding us that at the end of the day, it's not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game.